guys, and welcome to another video. In this episode we're going to be talking about my BMW E60 and the removal of the DPF, the Diesel Particle filter, that I did last week. I saw a lot of comments after that video actually about that removal that I did, so I thought today we're going to talk a little bit more about the consequences of what I did, like removing that DPF. Is it a good thing to do it, or is it just a bad thing to do it? We will talk about the positive things about removing it, and then we will also talk about the negative things about removing it. We will start with the positive things. So the first thing that's pretty cool with removing the diesel particle filter is that you get more sound in your car. Now I can hear this straight 6 M57 engine. And another thing that also surprised me quite a lot that I did not put into the previous video is that when I removed that, the car felt a lot faster. I mean, not a little faster, it was a lot faster after I removed it and took it out for a drive. Wait a minute, let me interrupt myself. I want to show you another faulty code. I want to show you how the car pulls. Now in fourth gear, we're doing 60-70 kilometers an hour. Another faulty code there. E60 life. And when I put my foot to the floor right now, I mean, immediately something is happening, right? It's there. We're doing speeds we should not be doing already. It pulls a lot harder in all the gears. Now let's see when the boost comes in. I will put my foot onto the floor right now, and there. It pulled really hard. Let's do it in second gear to also demonstrate, and I will put the foot to the floor right there, and there we have max boost. Let's try again. I will show you in third gear. Maybe that's easier to see. I will put my foot to the floor right now, and a little bit. There we go. There we have max boost. I feel like I've gained like 20 horsepower. I don't know. It feels a lot stronger than it was before. I think that my DPF was actually clogged after so many years. Are we ready for a 1, 2, 3? You will tell that the boost is coming in pretty fast. It's coming in right there at 2000. I mean, it's fast. It pulls a lot better than when I had the DPF on the car. But now, back to you. A lot of cars which have high mileage, I mean, this car has 314,000 kilometers on the clock. And I assume it has never been swapped. It's no wonder why this car was running poorly before, because it was most likely doesn't have any airflow through the exhaust. Yeah, so that's why you can also do like a regenerating mode and a lot of stuff to like clean off the DPF. But I mean, it's an old car, so instead of doing that, I just removed it. And for me, that worked out pretty good. And also, like I said, the car will run much more healthy. It's better for your engine to not get those exhaust gases like back into the turbo and stuff like that. That's also a huge step and really important. That's also a positive thing. And the final thing that's also really, really important to think about with the positive things about this is that you can actually sell your DPF, because a lot of people are interested in the DPF itself because I think it's some valuable materials in there. Some do like what I did, sell your whole piece. And people are often interested in OEM things like catalytic converters or DPFs. So if you have an old car like this, you could actually sell your DPF and make a few money on it. Now to the more negative side of this situation. Firstly, the car now smokes a lot more on cold start. Take a look at this. Yeah, it's quite bad, as you can see, and that's simply because I removed one of the filtration systems in the exhaust, and that makes the emissions go higher. And that brings us to the case number 2 that is negative on the removal of the DPF, and that is you may not pass your next MOT with a removed DPF. And that all depends, because technically it's not legal to remove it's not legal to remove the DPF. This is such an old car, so it doesn't have very strict emissions rules. I think this car will pass no issue. I've talked to several other BMW owners who have removed the DPF and it's no issue. So I don't think this is going to be a case for me with my BMW E60 that's from 2004. But if you do have a newer car, I advise you that you should not do it if you are worried about the MOT controls, because on a lot of controls these days they do test the emissions and you want to make sure your car passes that. So then I want to advise you to customize another part of your exhaust, but not the DPF. Any car older than this, it should be no issue, but I think this car is kind of the years where the emissions went from Euro 4 to Euro 5. I think this is the last Euro 4 model, and Euro 5 rules are a little bit more strict. At least I think so. I'm a little bit on deep water here, so don't hate me in the comments if I do say something wrong here, but I think that I would be careful removing the DPF on a new car, but this is old, it's okay. And now over to thing number 3, and that is something that I just talked about and said really briefly, and that is that it is kind of illegal to remove it. Who will notice? I mean, if you do it like I did, I just removed everything inside and put it back together. No one will know. No one can tell that it's removed. Now to the final negative part of removing the DPF, and that is actually that you need a retune or a remap after you have removed it, because you need to tell the car that it no longer has the DPF. And I have not done that yet, but like I said, the car runs great right now and I have not gotten any faulty codes yet. But you should do a remap, and I assume also you have huge potential. I mean, the car runs a lot better now. Just imagine if I would get a remap and maybe a chip tune on it as well. I think this beast would fly. I mean, having this mighty 2.5 liter in the car, and now we got that free-flowing exhaust, I think it has a lot of potential. Now we have gotten to know a little bit more about the upsides and downsides about removing the DPF, and for me personally, I don't care that I did it. I think the car runs great now, it sounds good. That's what I care about, and the next MOT, I don't think that will be a problem at all, so I don't see the reason to not do it. Having a newer car, I would think it through a lot more than I just did it really fast right here. I am quite happy with the sound right now. I don't think I will do any more exhaust modifications, but I'm really happy with the M5, no, sorry, not M5, but the M-Tech bumper and my new kidney grills, and yeah, I think the car looks good now, so I'm quite happy with that. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully it was helpful. If there is something I do not know about this that I've taught wrong or said wrong in this video, please comment down in the comment section below and teach me and everybody else what is correct. Maybe there is a few important steps here that I missed. But anyways, I thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!